Know therefore that the Lord thy God, he is God, the faithful God, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him and keep his commandments, to 1,000 generations. It's good stuff. That is not our focus today. We're going into the next verse, verse 10. And repayeth them that hate him to their face, to destroy them. He will not be slack to him that hates him. He will repay him to his face. If you hate God, that's dangerous. He will repay you to your face. He's not intimidated. I want you to know that we give to you the Magen Dong Buhai, where you can have the good life. You can have his very best. If you're willing and obedient, you can eat the best of the land. But if not, the sword will follow. That is not our focus. Our focus is going to be what is actually written down in Torah, Deuteronomy chapter 26. That first two verses also come from Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy chapter 7 verses 9 and 10. Let's read it again real quickly. Know therefore that the Lord thy God, he is God. He needs to be your God. You need to know him as your God, not your grandparents' God, nor your daddy's God, or your aunt's God. He needs to be your God. He's faithful and keeps his covenant. He keeps his promise and mercy with them that love him and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations. The next verse, verse 10, and repays them that hate him to their face. He takes it personal. If you hate him, that's dangerous stuff. That's not you're not very smart. And repays him that hates him to their face. He's not intimidated by you. He has favor on no one. If you deserve judgment, he will give you judgment. He repay them to their face, to destroy them. He will not be slack to him, that he will not be slack forgiving toward them that hate him. He will repay him to his face. I'd rather you know that the Father of mercy and the God of all comforts, I know him as my great physician, my Jewish rabbi. He is my king. He is my God. We want you to have his very best. We expose to you what is actually written in Deuteronomy chapter 26. Please follow along. Some of you, your final will be today. You know people. Their final was yesterday. They were young. They were not expected to die. They weren't expecting their final, but it came suddenly. We given you the answers in advance. Your name must be written down in the Lamb's book of your life. And if your name is written down in the Lamb's book of life, you've got nothing to worry about. You've got plenty to cheer and to pray and praise God about. It's good stuff. We've given you his very best. Let's expose to you what is actually written in Torah, specifically Deuteronomy. We're giving you the answers in advance. We want you to pass that test. If you are one of his children, you are destined to win. Let's begin to expose to you what it actually says in Deuteronomy Chapter 26. We're giving you the answers in advance. Verse 1. And it shall be, when you are come into the land, the promised land, Israel's inheritance for his children, to the land which the Lord your God giveth thee for an inheritance. Needs to be your God. The Lord your God giveth thee for an inheritance, and possess it. I mean, you take it. The Messiah says, the kingdom of heaven suffers violence, but the violent will take it by force. It's given to you. Possess it, and dwell therein, live therein. Verse 2, that thou shalt take of the first of the fruit of the earth. He doesn't want your leftovers. He wants your very best. The first of all the fruit of the earth, which thou shalt bring of thy land, that the Lord thy God giveth thee. He doesn't want your leftovers. He doesn't want your favors. He wants your very best. Giveth thee, and shall put it in a basket, and shall go unto the place which the Lord thy God shall choose to place his name there. That's the Temple Mount. He places their name there. It's Jerusalem. It's located in Judah. Judah. It's taught in Torah. Judah would go first. In their charts of where their camp would be set up, there would be Judah first, and all of them would go down the center and across the top. It kind of shaped like a cross. You can take my word for it, or you can look for it yourself. I recommend Judaism 101. They have these banners, they have these maps, they have these paintings. They have good stuff. I recommend that you look this stuff up. I am not a rabbi. I've studied this for 57 years. He's never left me. He's never forsaken me. All of his promises have been true. I don't know it all. I'm still a student of the rabbi. He is also my great physician. He is my architect. He gives to his children his very best. Only if your name is written down in the Lamb's Book of Life, we want you to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that your name has been written down in the Lamb's Book of Life. I will be redundant. Verse 3, and thou shalt go unto the priest that shall be in those days, and say unto him, I profess this day unto the Lord thy God that I am come into the country where the Lord promised, swear to our fathers to give us, promised to us. He gave us his covenant. He sware unto our fathers to give us. I have come into the country which the Lord promised unto our fathers to give us. Verse 4, and the priest shall take the basket out of your hand and place it down before the altar of the Lord thy God. He needs to be your God. I know him. I know he is my rabbi. He's my great physician. He's the good shepherd. I want you to know him too. Verse 5, and thou shalt speak and say before the Lord thy God, Assyrian is ready to perish, was my father, and we went down into Egypt and sojourned there, traveled there with a few, and became a great nation. They're a nation, a great, mighty, and populous. Verse 6, and the Egyptians shall entreat us, they bullied us and afflicted us and laid upon us hard bondage. They had us making bricks, and we had to get our own mortar. It just Moses reviewing what has happened. He's talking to him before he dies, before he passes the torch to Joshua. He'd already laid hands on him, already blessed it. He's given him his final address, but he's going over it one more time. Verse 6, and the Egyptians evil entreated us, they oppressed us, afflicted us, had us in bondage, hard bondage, making bricks. They were mean to us. Verse 7, and when we cried unto the Lord God of our fathers, he needs to be your Lord God of yourself. You need to talk to him every single day. I know he does miracles for my wife and I. He does miracles we don't deserve. I want you to know him. He gives me a song in my heart and pep in my step. Get back, verse 8. And the Lord brought us forth out of Egypt, out of his divine hand, his divine leadership, with an outstretched arm, his divine power, and with great terribleness. They heard about our God. And if you hate him, he will withstand you to your face. He will repay those who hate him to your face. Verse 8, and the Lord brought us forth out of slavery, out of Egypt, with a mighty hand, divine hand, and with terribleness, with wonders, wonder-working power. I know him. He does have wonder-working power. With him we are invincible. Verse 9, and he brought us unto this place, and hath given us this land, even a land that flows with milk and honey. Sounds like prosperity to me. I think you want that, Magen Dong Buhai. You can only have it if he is your father, if he is your king, if you his great physician. He gives to you that power of attorney. We want you to know him. We have it. We give it to you. In the nombre de Jesus Christos, toca, 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 ahora, 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 from east to west, north and south, claim what belongs to his children. Verse 10, and now behold, that means look, I have brought the first fruits of the land. He doesn't want your last fruits, he wants your first fruits. The Shabbat is the 7th day of the week, but first fruits is the first day of the week. of the Lord thy God hath given thee, and thou shalt set it before the Lord thy God. He needs to be your God. You need to be honest with him. You don't give him your leftovers. You give him your very best. The Shabbat is not the same as the Lord's Day. The Lord's Day is first fruits. You give him your very best. It's the first day of the week. Shabbat is always the seventh day. If you enjoy both of them, you have a double blessing. It's good stuff. Verse 11. And thou shalt rejoice in every good thing which the Lord thy God hath given unto you. Every good thing which the Lord thy God hath given unto thee, and unto your house, your father's house, your family's house, and the Levite and the stranger that is among you, that follow the laws, they follow the Torah as it is written. It's going over it again here in Deuteronomy. We want you to know he has you. If you're willing and obedient, you can have his very best, the top of the barrel. But if you refuse and you rebel against the goodness of God, it says the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all unrighteousness of those who know what the truth is. You can use it like a sword, and you decide you're going to live the way you want to live. You are not that God. You are not God. I want you to know that unless your name has been documented, written down, ye shall not enter into my rest. Messiah, he says that the gate is straight and the way is narrow, and few there be that find it. We let this light shine before men so that they can see the good works of God our Father and know that he gives his very best to his children. I want you to receive his very best. Verse 12. When thou hast made an end of tithing, it's talking about tithing here in Torah, Deuteronomy chapter 26, verse 12. It's talking about tithing. He's also talked about prosperity, milk and honey. Verse 12, when thou hast made an end of tithing, all the tithes of thine increase, the third year, which is the year of tithing, and has given it unto the Levite, the stranger, the fatherless, and the widows, that they may eat within thy gates and be filled. If you shut your ears to the feeble cry of the poor man's child as he passes by, you can mark his word. There will come a time when your cries will fall on ears like yours. Lord, send me, my wife and I. Lord, send me. Lord, send me. Send us with a humble spirit. For the weakest part, we know where the need is greater. Send us with a humble heart. I want you to know we have it. What we give, what we have, we give it to you freely. From east to west, north and south, claim what belongs to his children. We give it to you freely. We're talking out of Torah, Deuteronomy chapter 26, verse 13. Let's go over this again. Then thou shalt say before thy God, the Lord thy God. He means to be your God, not your parents' God, not your grandparents' God. He needs to be your God. I have brought away the hallowed things out of my house. and also hath given them unto the Levite, and unto the stranger, and to the fatherless, they have no parents, no father, and to the widow, their spouse is dead, according to all that the commandments which thou hast commanded me. I have not transgressed thy commandments, neither have I forgotten them. Verse 14, I have not eaten thereof in my mourning, when I was mourning someone's death, neither have I taken away aught, therefore, for unclean use, filthy use, nor given aught, therefore, for the dead. You didn't listen. You didn't pick on the people who lost a family member, lost parents, or somebody died. But I have hearkened, I have listened to the voice of the Lord thy God. I hope that I'm talking to people who listen to his voice. If you do, you can have his very best. If you don't, the sword will follow. Verse 15, look down from the holy habitation from heaven, and bless thy people Israel, and the land which thou hast given us, as you swear or promised to our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, a land that flows with milk and honey. Prosperity. It sounds like milk and honey. It sounds good. I want you to know we have it too, and we offer it to you so that you too can enjoy his very best. Have to turn the page. We spoke to someone this evening, and it doesn't look good for his kidneys. He asked for prayer, so we prayed. And if you know that individual, sometimes you just have to turn the page. And I feel the Lord saying, there's someone out there, I hear the name Tim Allen. Tim Allen. I want you to know, you might think that I've been forgotten. He wants you to have his very best. Keep your vows, keep your promises. He wants to give to you his very best. From east to west, north and south, claim what he gives to his children. Verse 17. Let's read 16. This day, this very day, the Lord thy God hath commanded thee to follow these statutes and judgments, follow Torah, that thou therefore keep and do them with all thine heart and with all of your soul. Verse 17, thou hast avouched, you promised the Lord, thou hast avouched the Lord this day, you have chosen the Lord this day to be thy God. I hope you have made that decision too, that you have chosen this day the Lord to be thy God, and to walk in his ways, and to keep his statutes, to keep the scriptures, and his commandments, and his judgments, and to listen unto his voice. Verse 18, and the Lord hath avouched promised to you, chosen you this day to be his peculiar people, as he has promised thee, and that thou shouldest keep all his commandments. He has chosen you. Celebrate the one who calls your name. Say, here am I. I'm right here. I want to give you my very best this very day. I want you to have his best. We give it to you freely. From east to west, north and south, claim what he gives to his children. We give it to you freely. Verse 19, and to make thee high above all nations, you will be exalted. The saints are going to be exalted. I want you to have his very best. I want you to know that you can be exalted. Saints exalted. In honor he hath made, in praise and in name and in honor, that thou mayest be a holy people unto the Lord thy God, as he has spoken. Receive his very best, so that you, to make thee high above the nations, in praise and in name and in honor, that thou mayest be a holy people unto the Lord thy God, as he has spoken. We want you to receive his very best. We give it to you freely. Receive it today. From east to west, north and south. If you are one of his children, via Candios, and if you are one of his children, God bless you. Receive his very best today. Make that decision today. Receive his very best. Make sure that you have decided to subscribe to receive this. We give it to you freely. Almost 2,000 videos in our library. We give it to you freely. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Receive it. Claim it. From east to west, north and south, claim his very best. Remember, he loves you and we love you too. We want you to receive his very best. Have a great day. He loves you.